oh my, is it the magic spell? Now, take away all the words. When people say, I've had a couple people listen to the songs that I made, and they say certain messages about being along the lines of we shouldn't have a government, and we shouldn't. It's basically the word mind control, governmental. Govern your mental, tell people what to do. And it really is that. The people who invented it didn't have the best intentions. They wanted to keep people in control. You have to understand that. Why would they make rules if they didn't want control? Why would they say what the laws are if they don't think they're allowed to make them? See, these are concepts that everyone should understand. Now let's just take away the words and go into these spiritual masters that all the New Age movement gets to start idolizing. They mention Buddha, and they mention Jesus, and they mention just Christ, or they mention Krishna, and they go into those things. And then they talk about passivity and like dreaming about your desires and your dream car and being like, you don't got to sit in a mountain. You don't got to meditate for 20 minutes a day. You don't got to do any of that. You ain't got to worry about what you eat. You ain't got to do any of that. Just, mentally picture what you want, go out and make money and go out and make it happen. Build the business, use whatever you need. And then they throw in a couple little things about being peaceful and whatever, but you can't be peaceful if you're taking advantage of people or taking money off of people. See, if everybody's on the low mentality vibration of trading money for services, other than loving each other and growing as individual beings living on a planet that is giving us our supplies. Nobody has to buy them. The planet is giving us our supplies. Other people either grow them, sell them, market them, manufacture them. Think about this. These are all supplies that nature grows first, or else people manipulate nature and capitalize on it. And people don't want to face that, and they say, oh, that's okay. That's what we should do. No other creatures do this. And you may say that other animals stock up on nuts or something like that for hibernation. Give me a damn break. You know what I mean. It came from nature. Let it be. But when we misuse it to take advantage of each other, that's not okay. So take away the words and realize it is a big spell. Because if you didn't have those papers in your pocket connecting you to this government, which is just a word, I'm not saying that each individual is foul. I'm just saying that the idea itself, the definition of the word that we're following under this big, huge magic spelling that we're listening to and following along with. Because if you just close your mind like these great masters do and see that the world isn't a bunch of words, it isn't a bunch of laws that are man-made. It isn't all that. And when you can simplify your mind to that, that simply is so. So you can't go there and then come back out and say, but I want to go have some beers and toxify myself and trade paper for deeds and services and because that's what we're supposed to do. And on these papers, we're going to write in God we trust and say that that's just what people should do. And all people have to follow this, or else we're not going to be able to cooperate with them because they don't want to follow the system we want. And even if the system falls into corrupt hands and people start taking advantage of the system of money, we're going to go around and say, money's not bad. We've been listening to enough woo-woo garbage that makes us be so passive that as long as we get enough doing bullshit on Amazon drop shipping with garbage merchandise and trash foods and stupid things that we're doing. I don't mean to make fun of people so much, but they have to hear it this way because our kids have nothing to look up to but people that are fucking absurd and running amok, not thinking and getting mad when they're told about how childish they're being because it's true. Nobody wants to hear anyone correcting them because there is a right and wrong and we're doing the wrong things on a very, very often basis, It's not that I'm mad at anybody for it. I'm not. It's just, it's not going to do anything good for us. Like I say, go ahead and keep toxifying the world, but I can't be part of it. Although I want to go do great things with people who want to do great things, and I find none. Because even the ones who talk about the peaceful spiritual movement are, when I say let's get together and, do things that are meaningful and peaceful and then have gatherings and they're like, well, you can't force people in, whatever. I'm like, what about you? What about other people that are saying they want this movement to happen or this peaceful world to become? How is this going to happen if you sit there, post YouTube videos and hum by yourself? Do you think every other person is going to do that? Unfortunately, that won't happen. There's too many people going out there wrecking the world. They're the ones out there doing it. So you can't sit back and say, that's just as things are as they're supposed to be. No, supposed, if you break down the word and say, we've supplied this pose ahead of time, and that's what we've arrived at. Yes, you can say that. You can say purpose, like everything has a purpose. Yes, because we've purposed it, purposed. So yes, everything has a purpose, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. But we have to understand that we have to make new improvisations. You have to improve it. And that's what we're here for. And when your mind is right, you see what is right. And you see the toxic stuff going on. You say, hey, this isn't right. And other people that disagree with it, that you know you're correct and they're not. So if people say, oh, it's fine that we have the options of poison. Oh, it's fine that we toxify the skies and the foods and everything. Let it be. That's how it's supposed to be. Be like, well, I want to be away from the poisons. Can I find a place where that's okay? And people aren't allowed to manipulate me and tell me I'm wrong. Because if I'm wrong, who's right? Tell me who's right. Somebody tell me who's right. And don't say Jesus or some woo-woo name. Live here on fucking planet Earth. Because I know more about this Jesus that you claim to know than you do. And I'm not trying to be mean about it. It's my reality. You can quote a book. I can quote my soul. And I can show it to you. And you'll get scared and get mad at me for it. No matter who you are. No matter how tough you think you are. I'm not trying to outprove anybody. It's my drastic, traumatic, real life. And I'm the one who has to deal with the truth. Because other people don't want to hear it. They don't want to believe that they're so ignorant and so simple-minded that somebody is taking advantage of them with simple ideas that you have to follow it or else. And if you say no, then other people will enforce that for the fucking money that they're trying to defend and say is not evil. Let's just say we're evolving as people and we've evolved past this mentally and we don't need to license each other with fucking paper anymore. It's ridiculous. Yeah, let's go out and kill nature, cut down some trees and make a bunch of papers and make certificates and documents and licenses so you can go shoot some more nature. Like, we're fucking heathens. And we're okay with it. I'm not. But when I say we, as a whole, we are not succeeding. And we are not doing anything about it. Sitting around and being passive will not fix a damn thing. Please understand that I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. God wants you to know this, not just me. If you're listening to what nature's crying out to you, it's saying, please stop killing me. And please stop letting people kill me. Find out what they're doing and point it out to people. That's what it's saying to the people who are clear and open-minded, who haven't toxified themselves for long enough to be truly resonating and vibrating with the universe. Instead of just fucking saying it because they watch it on a YouTube video and then get fucked up the rest of their life. I'm sick of seeing people lie to themselves and others and not be confronted about it. I'm being as true and as straightforward as I can be. And if anybody tells me that there's something that I could do better, I will try. I've been asking and reaching out. The Creator itself tells me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I ask every damn day. And I say damn day because we are stopping ourselves from being what we should be. I'm not. I'm here to help. And I love you. God bless.